Hey guys, welcome to another audio commentary. This is once again the Yankee League final. This is going to be the 2v2 on Chariots of Fire, and Chariots of Fire is kind of a wild map. A lot of map artifacts across the middle lead, and basically from that map artifact, you can siege or attack basically with ranged units down to the other two expansions. There's also kind of a mineral blocked expansion here to the south. I can't really show it on screen obviously because I don't have full screen ops because this is a live game. No more live casting, but you can check out all the rest of the action at broodwardusa.org if you go to bwusa.org. Also, if you're in Southern California, the Southern California LAN is coming up. The Southern California LAN hosted by Quesadilla and Xeris, and it's going to be a ton of fun. I'm going to try to go there and cast live. Anyway, let me go over the teams. Upper left-hand corner, we have DirtyBirds in red. The rest, keep track of who's playing. Bottom right-hand corner, we have Artosis in white. Upper right-hand corner, we have IdRa in brown. And bottom left-hand corner, we have X-Ray in orange. So it's a Zerg Protoss combination versus Zerg Terran, actually. I'm surprised IdRa went Zerg. I didn't notice that. Perhaps he randomed. I don't know. We'll see. He's sending an overlord across the map. So basically, it's the right-hand side of the map versus the left-hand side of the map. And now you get kind of a... Now I can actually show because the overlords. As you can see, the mineral blockade right there. There's a secondary up to that north. There's also another secondary to the north. Both secondaries, though, not very heavy on the resources. They do have gas, but just a little bit of minerals. And this is an air map. I forgot to mention that. Or I'm sorry, no, it's not an air map. You've got the... it's a hard build map, I should say. You've got the... It's called Chariots of Fire because these big fire breaches across the middle. And I'm totally thinking of a different map, so never mind. I was thinking of Senegal. Senegongil is what I was thinking of. No large map artifact across the middle of the base. You can actually go all the way around across the middle. The map artifact blockade... No, I was right. Yeah, okay. I'm not thinking of a different map. Not an air map. But yeah, map artifact on large, you can siege across the edges. I haven't played this map in a while. And then you have, as you can see, this unbuildable, and it's right across from, and basically all the secondaries you can kind of view across. And wow, very aggressive move from Artosis. Artosis looks like he's pulling a bit of a cheese. He's going to build this barracks out here. But the 6 o'clock position across, basically in the natural secondary. Oh, this is going to be unfortunate here for X-Ray because X-Ray is not spotting it off. It looks like he is going for a 9-pool build, for, actually speed Zergling build, so he might be okay. Actually, will be okay. We'll see if his second barracks is going down on the opposite side. Artosis, though, also grabbing gas. So it's interesting. Maybe he's just putting this barracks up here so you could get a little bit of a quicker. Maybe just try to take the. Actually, it looks like he might be trying to go for cliffside. He might lift this up, drop it off in the middle, and then just be able to camp the secondaries. In the meantime, looks like on the opposite side. Wow! Somehow, DirtyBird managed to sneak a probe all the way over into the. I'm sorry, managed to sneak all the way over. It looks like our. I'm not sure. Did we see a 12th hatch? Yeah, 12th hatch from our. I'm sorry, I'm losing track of who's who here. IdRa at the upper left-hand corner. Looks like he went for a 12th hatch. He's going to grab the secondary. DirtyBird has now paused the game. I'll try to review what's going on. AI, apparently he has AIM/MSN up. So kind of a review. He is a fake woman on MSN apparently. And it looks like, yeah, that barracks has been lifted off, and it looks like, and as you can see, this mineral blocking the third expansion, it also blocks each player from each other's base. It looks like what Artosis might be putting down a bunker right here. I'm not sure. Straight tech to lair. Interesting. One hatch lair tech for X-Ray here. Paused again. There we go. One hive layer tech here for X-Ray, and it looks like no, he's just going to put a supply depot so that that nothing can be snuck through here in the meantime. Still no Zerglings have been produced. Opposite end. So basically, it is kind of an air map, but never mind. I'm just gonna shut up now, because it's basically. Let me try to get a better description than this. Minerals block basically everyone kind of going clockwise, whereas. Otherwise, yeah, it's not blockaded. It looks like a couple Zerglings out for IdRa. IdRa's also teching. He does have that 12th hatch up. But I guess, yeah, blocks everyone clockwise with the minerals, but it's across the board, so never mind. I'm just going to shut up and cast. Layer going up. A couple Zerglings managed to get Spade's probe out. Robotics facility going up a little sneakily. Also a Stargate in the opposite end. Yeah, see, I don't want to call this an air map because okay, this is what I'm going to say. It plays like Monty Hall, kind of, because you've got that mineral blockade there. That makes the most sense. Anyway, now looks like X-Ray is putting down his secondary. Spire going up. Looks like because that barracks was built kind of at that corner and snuck across, Artosis is going to be able to get a spot inside X-Ray space. Looks like he in the meantime, yeah. Except it looked brown. Doesn't that look brown to you? No, white. Never mind. And it looks like Artosis is starting to basically mine out the differential, the mine wall in between him and IdRa. In the meantime, he has 2 factories down as well and putting down a machine shop down as well. Let's see what IdRa's up to in the meantime. He's putting down a Spire as well. Spire will be a little bit behind. Also getting down an evolution chamber. I think he's spotting inside the base. He realizes that his Spire is going to be significantly behind, so he's most likely going to be facing kind of a combination in his base. Robotics facility also going up for Spades, so it looks like Spades is, or I'm sorry, for DirtyBird. Spades isn't playing. So DirtyBird looks like he's going to produce a Corsair and go for a Reaver Corsair combination, and those Corsairs are going to have a fun time on basically on IdRa's Overlords, because man, it's going to be the Overlords plus the Mutalisks, or I'm sorry, the Mutalisks plus the Corsairs on IdRa's OLs. It's going to leave him very vulnerable. I think Artosis realizes this, so he's already got an armory down. Looks like he's upgrading weapons 1 and probably upgrading Charon boosters as well. So trying to get some Goliaths out to maybe help IdRa along the side. We'll see. In the meantime, fortunately, the Overlords kind of spread out just a little bit along the map artifact. In the meantime, it looks like the wrong Overlords. Brown and orange are both Zerg, so it's a little hard to tell. IdRa looks like he's bringing his Overlords back. They are close to base. Looks like he's got a Spore Colony in his main. Looks like he's also got a Spore Colony. 2 Spore Colonies protecting 1 Spore Colony protecting secondary. 2 Spore Colonies his main. Spire's almost up. Spire is finished, and the Mutalisks are now on the way, so they're going to be quite a bit late. And it looks like actually a little bit of a side cap there on X-Ray. Didn't produce as many Mutalisks as I think he wanted to. He does have 5 Mutalisks out. We'll see if there's a Corsair that's been... Yeah, 2 Corsairs have been produced, as well as the drop shuttle. Let's see if it's just going to load up with... I think that there's a Reaver inside now that it's moving out. There's 2 photon cannons down in the secondary. Some Overlords, yeah, being picked out in the field by both the Corsair Reaver combination here, very quickly taken out. And in the meantime, yeah, but the rest of IdRa's Overlords are pretty well protected behind a variety, basically behind the various Spore Colonies. We'll see if IdRa decides to... It looks like he's producing some Mutalisks. He might be producing some Scourge just to deal with it. No, producing Mutalisks along the side. Artosis has a pretty good sized Goliath force. He has 6 Goliaths. He's putting up a starport as well, planning to go for drop. He has opened up the mineral lane. Now the Reaver being dropped, and so the Reaver's being covered at the natural expansion. Basically, it's hitting the Spore Colony, taking the Spore Colony out, and as soon as the Spore Colony's down, the Mutalisks are essentially going to move in with the Corsairs. A lot of Scourge were produced alongside, but it looks like the Corsairs being pushed up to kind of deal with that mostly, and so the Reaver's going to be left. Now Artosis bringing the Goliaths up to defend that natural expansion. The Reaver is going to be taken out inside the drop shuttle, and so very effectively pushed out with some help from Artosis. Looks like they might get an Overlord to boot. Yeah, probably going to get that Overlord if IdRa decides to attack alongside with it. It doesn't look like IdRa has team chat on. Except, no, he's talking trash. I take that back. More Mulas being produced by X-Ray. Still more trash talk. No, it looks like a second Reaver inside of DirtyBird's base, but doesn't look like it's doing anything. Both Corsairs have been finished off. Wow, X-Ray going for another attack on that natural, but the Goliaths and more Mules being pushed off. And now it looks like that dropship has been produced. It looks like an engineering base up as well. Doesn't look like Artosis has built a dropship yet. At least I don't see it anywhere on the mini-map. Third hatchery going down for X-Ray. And it looks like now a second expansion also going down for DirtyBird, and now Artosis also looks like he's planning on expanding to the inside 4 o'clock, and he's got basically all their forces look like they're down currently protecting IdRa's secondary. That's where most of the actions happen so far. So both players now switching to tech up, and it looks like turrets actually going down. Interesting, 3 turrets going down inside the so Artosis isn't expanding. He's putting a lot of turrets down, I guess, to defend against a drop to protect his natural before he's going to expand right there. Some more Corsairs in the middle of the map, as well as a good amount of Mutalisks. Looks like they're coming across. They're coming across the bunker that was placed across the mineral wall at the the 7 o'clock position. That's taken out. Let's see where they decide to go now. So it's basically a Corsair Mutalisk combination here versus Mutalisk Goliath, and honestly, I think we'll see where it goes from here. I'm not going to call anything just yet, but. Anyway, dropship moving out. Looks like it's going to load up some Goliaths and then push out. He's going to need a lot of air help, though, from IdRa if he's going to plan on doing anything but take that inside natural. But the nice thing about, again, this map is if you take the ground in the middle, you can hit basically both the secondary and the basically a lot of the outside bases. You can take a really high kind of res control, I should say mineral control, talking in NS speak now. So IdRa now pushing up, doing a really good micro, almost able to pick off the shuttle. The shuttle loses the Reaver, both the shuttle and the Reaver. It looks like they did manage to kill the Goliath there, but the IdRa, huge Mulus force in the middle of X-Rays. So both engaging, both retreating. Looks like both drop shuttles as well as the Goliaths have been taken out, as well as the Reaver.